listen to me when I tell you this. If you're in the spot right now, or if you're in a space right now, you're talking with somebody, you're dealing with somebody, and you're trying to figure out if they love you or not, I want to help you out a little bit. All right? I'm gonna give you three things to look out for, and these will be three good indicators to tell if somebody really loves you or not. Now, I'm not saying that this is like the end all be all. Like, you're still gonna have to have a little bit of discernment and a little bit of wisdom, but these 3 points are definitely gonna help you out for sure. First point, is there sacrifice? Do you find yourself want to sacrifice your desires for this person or vice versa? Is there constant give and take in the relationship? Are they often sacrificing their desires for you? Are you often sacrificing your desires for theirs? Is there a give and take? See, a lot of people overlook this aspect of love. You know, a lot of times when you ask somebody, hey man, what do you think love is? They'll give you a whole bunch of different stuff. And although those things, the things that they say are important, it's like they're more so talking about the feeling. They're not talking about the work that actually goes into like love. Like love requires work. Love requires sacrifice. Love requires dying to yourself. Love, in my opinion, requires thinking outside of the box. Love is not something that I feel like you can just put in a box and be like, okay, if I do this, I love that person. No, it's a everyday thing that you have to like work towards. You have to put in work for that. You see what I'm saying? The second point, is there a sense of humility? Is there a sense of you putting them before yourself or them putting you before them? If that is not taking place at all in the relationship, I would seriously question it. I would just think about it a little bit more. Because if love requires you to die to certain parts of yourself, in a sense, that's humbling yourself for the betterment of the relationship, for the betterment of the advancement of that covenant, of that relationship. And if there's no humility, if there's no sense to want to, a willingness to want to serve one another, then why are y'all together? Why are you even entertaining this person if you don't even see yourself serving this person? And that doesn't mean making yourself their slave, but at the same time, there's a sense of rightful serving that you should want to do for the people that you say you love. Serving and serving has so many different facets to it. It's serving is multifaceted, and I think that's what we have to understand. We got to not even think outside the box when it comes to serving, but we have to look at it from a different perspective. So for me, one of the major ways that I serve my wife is physically, right? So there are some physical acts of service that I do for my wife because I know she's just not the big fan of doing it, or she either just doesn't want to do it, or because I just want to do it for her or do it with her to ease her load. So for example, let me give you one example of a way that I serve my wife, right? The way that I physically serve my wife. Okay, so my wife, my wife is an athlete, right? And she often gets like tight, right? So she often needs to stretch, she often needs massages. At least I feel like she does. We're not gonna go pay for a masseuse. We got a masseuse at home. Me, I'm gonna massage her. I'm gonna make sure she good. I'm gonna make sure she's straight. And do I wanna always do it? Not necessarily. I mean, I don't know if y'all ever given anybody a massage or not, or if you ever gotten one. But bro, like your fingers be cramping up while you're trying to massage and digging deep into somebody's muscle tissue and their tendons and all of that stuff like that, and then your fingers be cramping up, and then you got the oil on your hands and the lotion or whatever you're using. It's just not really like a pleasant time. But at the same time, I'm putting all that aside because I know that it's gonna benefit my wife. I know that it's gonna benefit her health. It's gonna benefit her in the long term. And I want my wife to be at her peak condition at all times. So for that, I can inconvenience myself. I can inconvenience my fingers. I can take on the cramps to ensure that my wife is doing great. That is a form of serving. That is a form of sacrifice as well. Serving and sacrificing doesn't always have to be these grand acts. It could really just be like your day-to-day things that you're doing for your person. So I want you guys to ask yourself, in that relationship that you're in, or in that relationship that you're even seeking, make sure that there's a sense of sacrifice and make sure that there is a willingness to want to serve one another. Because without those two things, I don't think that you can truly achieve love. I don't think that you can truly be in love with someone if you don't have those two things. Third and final point, is there a sense of challenging each other to grow? Oh, that's my favorite one. This is my favorite point. To me, this is the most important thing from my relationship with my wife, but also for my relationships with my friends. Is there truly a sense of me being challenged to grow? Are they calling me out? Are they holding me accountable? Are they making sure that I'm on my P's and Q's? Are they making sure that I'm doing everything that I need to do to be successful? More so in the sense of, are they holding me accountable and are they pushing me because they know all that's in me, because they see what's in me? They can see when I'm not giving it my 100%. They can see when I'm lacking. They can see when I'm being lazy. They can see when I'm not noticing something that I should be noticing. Are they going to hold me accountable? Are they going to have those uncomfortable conversations with me? Are you going to have those uncomfortable conversations with the people who you say you love? And are they going to do the same for you? If not, I don't know if they truly love you. If somebody can sit there and watch you make the same mistakes over and over and over again, if somebody can sit there and watch you waste away your potential, if somebody can sit there and watch you live out your days, live out your moments, not trying to fulfill everything that is inside of you, everything that God has placed on the inside of you, and God is trying to draw it out and bring it out. If that person who you say you love is not challenging you to do better, you might want to reconsider if they truly love you or not. And if you're not pushing anybody else to do better, if you're not having those uncomfortable conversations with other people, and you're not challenging them, you're not challenging the way that they think, you're not pushing them towards greatness, you should ask yourself if you really love that person as well. And to wrap all of this up, we're commanded by Jesus to love everyone. So it is just our duty to love everyone. But at the same time, when it comes to having relationships with people, close ties, close bonds with people, there's a different aspect of love that you have to ask yourself if it's present in that relationship. And if it's not, that's somebody that you may have to love from afar. That's somebody who you may have to not let be in your personal circle, is what I mean. Because anybody who you want in your personal circle, in your intimate circle, those three aspects of love need to be present. If not, you're gonna start to have some uncomfortable conversations. You're gonna have to start having some internal thoughts, some internal questions for what are the intentions behind that relationship? What is the end goal for that relationship? Is there similar vision? Is there similar vision for the relationship? So the thing that you want with that person out of that relationship or for that relationship, do they want the same thing? You're gonna have to start asking yourself these questions. You're gonna have to start asking that person those questions. And I hope that they're asking you those questions. And if not, now you know what questions need to be brought up and asked. I hope this helped you guys out. I'm really just tired of seeing people who are in these relationships or in these friendships or whatever the case may be, and they really think that they love that person or they really think that that person loves them. And I'm nobody to judge anything, but at the same time, I'm also tired of seeing people kind of get like screwed over from situations that look like that. Um, and I just want to do my best to try to help people. I just want to help people precisely think about who they are allowing around their personal space or in their personal space. Everybody does not deserve to be in the most intimate and most sacred parts of your life. And so for that, that is why you should want to have these uncomfortable conversations. That is why you should want to have to ask these uncomfortable questions, these real questions. And the thing is, if you're asking yourself these questions, if you're asking that person these questions and you're getting answers that are not aligning with your vision or where you want to go or where you thought the relationship was going, you're gonna have to start you're gonna have to start making changes. You're gonna have to start cutting certain people out. Not off, but cutting certain people out of certain aspects of the certain intimate aspects of your life that they just don't deserve to be in. And that's okay. Because there has to come a point where you're putting yourself first. There has to come a point where you're looking out for yourself. I really hope this helped you guys out. And if you guys have any questions, comments, drop it in the comment section below. I reply to all of my comments. Any questions, anything, any thoughts, anything, drop it in the comments below and I'm gonna reply to it because I really love having this conversation with people. I really do. So with that being said, I catch y'all on the next one. Peace.